Hello, how are you? I want you to like this page and share it. Got a message for you. Like it and share it as many people as possible. It's a short message, and it will be one that I think that you'll get value out of it. Like it and share it. And particularly someone that you might know that be going through some stuff and they got a fight on their hands. And sometimes people in the process of helping people have a different perspective of how they're dealing with the fight can make a difference in their life. So I want you to like this page and share it. I want to share an experience with you that I had when I went to Cancer Centers of America years ago when I was diagnosed with terminal prostate cancer. And I had 238 radiation seed implants. My PSA was over 2,400. And it continued to rise. And then I had an event. I went there and I met a gentleman on a shuttle going to the airport. The bus was practically empty. And I call it a God moment because he had a lot of options for a seat. And he came and sat next to me. And we struck up a conversation on the way to the airport. I want to tell you about that conversation. I want you to like this page and share it because it made a difference in my life. It made a difference in how I dealt with the bad news that I had just gotten from MD Anderson Cancer Center, which is one of the top cancer centers in the world. Like this page and share it. This thing called life, isn't it interesting? Yes, it is. Hello. Whoa. What a time we're in. I want you to like this page and share it. And there are some of you that are listening to me right now. I want you to observe what I'm going to share with you because you have a voice and there's something that you want to do. And one of the things that I encourage people to do, there's something you want to do it now. If there's anything that the coronavirus has taught me, whatever you want to do it now. Don't put it off. Tomorrow is not promised. Do it now. Just act on your ideas. Leap and grow your wings on the way down. Do it now. I made up my mind when I decided to become a speaker. I would either get to the top or I'll die on the side of the mountain in pursuit of my dreams with a big smile on my face. Do it now. I want you to like this page and share it. We'll start at 12 noon. And I just have a little message for you. I'm just going to give you a little something to think about. Because at this point in time, it's very important that people have things that can give them something to focus on that's positive. There's a lot of negative stuff out here right now. And you want to monitor your intake. This is a time that you have to monitor what you watch and what you listen to, because it will affect your attitude and that will affect how you show up in life, and it will affect your energy. You realize when something happens to you, let's say you get some bad news from a doctor, that weakens your immune system by 40%. You become very vulnerable. Words are powerful. That's why my favorite book says death and life is in the tongue. And so we're in the time, if you're working on yourself, you have to monitor your thinking. We can't control the thoughts that come in our minds, but we can control the thoughts that we dwell on. And I have to do this every day. And the other thing is, if you find yourself unconsciously saying something negative about yourself, let's say, cancel that. I didn't mean that. Cancel that. Do that. Because you don't want that to happen to you. My sister tells me, oh, my leg is killing me. I say, you don't want your leg to kill you. Say, cancel, girl. She said, okay, cancel that. Yes. So you want to monitor the thoughts that you dwell on. You want to be intentional of listening to positive things. I'm encouraging you to listen to me every day, Monday through Friday at 12 noon, and and have other people to join you. Create a community of positive thinkers. So it's 12 noon. And I want to talk to you about the fight is not over. I want you to like this page and share it. If you're one of those people that you have something that you want to share, I really want you to watch the technique that I'm going to share with you, the story. You know, I talk about the fact that Steve Jobs said the storyteller is the most powerful person in the world. And there's a strategy that I'm going to implement that will share with you one of the principles of storytelling. And for those of you that have an interest in learning how to tell your story, to present yourself, to become more influential, how to attract the people that you want in your business, how to impact and motivate people, let's put voice in the comments section. We have something that's called the Power Voice system, and put voice in the comment section. But I want you to like this page and share it. The fight is not over. I want you to think about something that you're working on, something that you've been fighting for, and that you've had some moments that you question whether or not you'll be able to make that happen. I remember catching a plane to fly to Houston, Texas, to MD Anderson in Houston, Texas, one of the top cancer center hospitals in the world. And after going there and being examined, and I had 238 radiation seed implants, prostate cancer, and my PSA, which stands for prostate specific antigen, was continuing to rise. Now, keep in mind, 238 radiation seed implants, that means that's a large tumor, watermelon size. Okay, so when they examined me, they said, Mr. Brown, there's nothing we can do. And I said, thank you. And so I waited out front of the hospital, and there's a shuttle to take you back to the airport. And I got on the shuttle, and I took a seat. There was barely anybody on there, but a guy got on after me, and he sat next to me. There are a lot of empty seats, but he sat next to me. And so I consider this a God moment. I said, this guy had other options. So we started talking. And how you doing, man? I said, I'm doing great. And I introduced myself to him. And we had this conversation about this thing called life. And I said, what brings you here? He said, cancer. Now, mind you, they just told me that there's nothing we can do for you. And to be honest with you, with all the various things I've been doing, all the various treatments I've had, all the various places I've gone, alternative, traditional, I mean, you name it, in and out of the country, I was in a fight. And I was tired. And so I said, how long you been coming here? He said, several years. I said, you have? Mm-hmm. I said, this is my first time here. He said, when will you be back? I said, they told me not to worry about coming back because they said that there's nothing else that they can do for me. He said, so what are you going to do next? I said, I haven't thought about that. He said, you need to. You're in a fight, man. He said, I've had over 56 visits here and other places and other procedures. He said, the fight is not over for you. I said, what? He said, you got to continue to fight. You got to have backup plans to fight. You got to be ready that if somebody say, I can't help you, then you got to have a strategy where you're going to help yourself and find somebody who could. If they say you're terminal, then you begin to look at the fact that their abilities, their knowledge, and their skills have terminated. Now you got to move on to do something else. He said, I'm writing a book called Cancer Conquerors. I'm a cancer conqueror. I said, don't you get tired? Hell yes. But I'm not as tired as I'm going to give up. He said, no. He said, death been pursuing me for a long time. Death ain't tired. He said, oh man, death is running up me. And I've been running so fast, he can't even stop and get a drink of water. And we both started laughing. And here's what I know. When you're in a fight, you get tired. Here I am fighting for my life. And he said, you know something, Mr. Brown? I said, yes. You can't afford to be so tired that you focus on being tired. Focus on fighting some more. I said, that's a good point. And he reminded me of something. When I was at Douglas Elementary School, I think I was about in the 5th or 6th grade. Me and a guy, we were having a fight. And so during that time, we had a saying. If you wanted to get your point in a conversation, we would say, time out. And so this guy and I, we were fighting, and one of my shoes came off. And I said, time out, to take my other shoe off. And the guy said, time out, hell. And he hit me across the head. What do you mean? Time out. We fighting up in here. And so I said, this fight is not over, talking about because one of my shoes came off. Time out. No, this fight is continuing till somebody wins. And so when he hit me in the back of my head, I grabbed him in his crouch. He starts speaking in unknown tongues. Oh, time out. I said, oh no. You said ain't no time out. There ain't no time out now. Come on, talk to me right now. Talk to me, brother. Come on. When I let him go, he faded. When I let his little jewels go. Oh, that's what you got to do to death. You got to fight it. Let this. It just, if you go get knocked down, come up with something. I came up with something. Okay, you say ain't no time out? I got you now. I bet you want a time out. Woo! I got you squeezing his little testicles. He about to call me Reverend Jesus everybody. This thing called life. You have to fight until you've won. And you're going to get tired. But you don't get tired to the extent that you focus on being tired. You got a second win. Anybody tell you who do marathons? That there are points when you really feel like I don't have anything else in me. And then you get a second win. And we've all heard about that. My friend Celeste Johnson, who ran 26-mile marathon twice, and she said she hit that wall. And I said, well, how'd you get through it? She said, I just kept pressing. You're going to hit a wall in life when you're going through a divorce. And somebody is challenging you, and they want to make it ugly. They don't want to just walk away or make it amicable. They want it to be ugly. They want to take it to the wall. And you have got to decide, I'm going to break through the wall. When you are behind on your bills or going through a foreclosure or an eviction or you're dealing with an illness, I deal with pain on a regular basis. And I decided that, hey, this is not going to be not going to get the best of me. I've got to break through this because life is full of pain. And so you're going to have some stuff happen that you can't anticipate. And you giving up and surrendering or saying, oh, I'm tired, does not give you permission to put up a white flag and surrender. Get a second win. Come back. Keep on swinging. If you get knocked down, look for something that you can bust whatever is after you in the head. But giving up is not an option. It's a time that you have to fight until you win. It's not over until you win. A lot of people say it's not over till the fat lady sings. Well, many people quit when she's just clearing her throat. No. Life is a fight for territory. And once you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want will automatically take over. If I hit stop because of all the times that doors have been closed in my face because I have the complexion of rejection, if I hit stop because of all the no's I got, if I had stopped because of all the unfair things that have happened to me, if I had stopped, if I had not continued to fight, to do that which I love to do, to speak, to change lives, to provide a living for myself and my family, and to be able to take care of my mother, to do something that's my passion. Had I stopped because I didn't have investors or an infomercial or somebody to invest in me, had I stopped, had I not been willing to fight, in spite of the fact that I don't have a college education, in spite of the fact that I didn't have investors, in spite of the fact that I didn't have any experience, had I stopped, I would have never met this Les Brown that you're now looking at. That's not a part of you. You are stronger than your adversities. There's another part of you that you have not met yet. That's why Viktor Frankl said adversity introduces a man or woman to themselves. Most people don't even know who they are. Why? Because you will never meet the real you in your comfort zone. And most people, they go to their graves never knowing themselves. That's why God asked Adam, first question mankind was asked, where are you? Excuse me? You omnipresent, evenly present everywhere at the same time. Omniscient, all-knowing and all-knowledge. Where are you? It wasn't because God didn't know where Adam was. He wanted Adam to think. And most people, when they're in a fight to move their lives to another place, they stop thinking and they become hypnotized and mesmerized and possessed by being tired, by the opposition, by the adversity. They convince themselves, I can't do this. And when they looked at me and said, you had 238 radiation seed implants? I don't know anybody who had that. Well, sorry, Mr. Brown, there's nothing we can do for you. And this young man said he'd had over 30 procedures. I had 5 or 6 at that time. 38 procedures. I said, what keeps you going? You know what he said to me? I got too much to do. I ain't got time to die. I said, what? He said, man, hell, I got a family, I got kids, I got stuff I'm working on. I ain't got time to die now. I know I'm gonna leave here one day, but not now. I ain't got time to die. I'm a cancer conqueror. This man motivated the motivator. Whoa, I'd never heard anybody say that before. He said, I ain't got time to die now. I'm going one day, but not now. It's not over until you win. Fight to the finish. No. You ain't got time to quit. No. Quitting, surrendering, giving up, it's not in your DNA. We are here because somebody decided they don't have time to die. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chesting rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died, yet with a studied beat, have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed. We've come over a way that with tears have been watered. We've come treading a path through the blood of the slaughtered. Die? No, I ain't got time to die. Not now. I'm going one day, but I'm too busy right about now. I'm too busy living and finding a way that can keep me here. No. Don't give up on your dream. Don't give yourself a pass. You're tired? It's okay. You get a second win. Just keep on moving. Keep on falling forward. Keep on hoping. As Jesse used to say, if you can keep on hoping, you can keep on hopping. You have greatness in you. You're stronger than you realize. You're stronger than your opposition. You're stronger than the adversities that are tracking you. You're stronger than the pain that you're experiencing. You're stronger than the sickness that's gripping your body. How do you know this? Because I deal with it every day. You're stronger than you realize. You have something special. You have greatness in you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I just want to share a little something with you. Listen, if you have a story, if you have a desire, if you have a hunger to motivate and inspire people, if you one of those people, you say, Les, I don't want to chase a pension. I want to use my passion and find ways to monetize it. My passion for speaking and helping people and motivating people. My passion for living a fulfilled life, of making my impact on the planet. If that's you, you can identify with me. If you're a fighter, most people are not fighters. They'll fight for foolishness. But if someone said, I know life is difficult. It's difficult. It's challenging. I know that. We're taught, think it not strange that you face the fiery furnaces of this world. You will, not you might, you will have tribulations. Therefore, take unto you the whole armor of God, faith, determination, perseverance, a knowing that it's not over until you win. Put voice in the comment section. Put voice in the comment section. I or one of my staff members will explain to you about a class, a community of voices of hope and inspiration, a community of collaborative, achievement-driven, supportive relationships, a community of people who have a voice and want to use their voice to make an impact, use their voice to live a life that will outlive them. This has been Mrs. Mamie Brown's Baby Boy. It's been a plum-pleasing pleasure, as well as a privilege. I just wanted to break you off a little something today. Bye for now. Oh, by the way, make sure you go to sleep tonight smarter than you were when you woke up. Learn something today that you didn't know yesterday. Did you do that? Thank you. All right. Put voice in the comment section. Looking for some new people. Got a class that's being available and it's limited number of people. All right. Thank you. Bye for now. I salute the greatness in you.